ICAP is Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan, is governed under a law called the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ordinance 1961. So under the ordinance, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan has been mandated by the legislature of Pakistan, that means the parliament, to regulate the profession of accountancy. ICAP Council is the authority which has the authority to manage the affairs of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan and also to regulate the profession of accountancy. So that's broadly what the ICAP Council is, what the Institute is. But there is need to understand, something more about the profession in Pakistan and how it is different compared to other similar institutions in the world. Now, chartered accountants are also under the law empowered, mandated under the company law that all public companies are required to be audited by chartered accountants. So there is, they have very important role. And of course, chartered accountants are also considered financial experts. So you see, chartered accountants they act as accountants, they act as financial managers, they act as financial experts, and they also act as auditors. And of course, accounting do other consultancies and advisory services. Usually, globally also, the top accounting firms are the largest professional services firms in the world. So that's the broad, I think, perspective that I've tried to give you of the accounting profession and what accounting profession is in Pakistan. Accountants, they are regulated by, accountants' own organization, what is called their associations. Sometimes it's referred to as self-regulatory organizations, SROs. And then these organizations are regulated or overseen by countries' regulator, like in United States, the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, does the oversight. In Pakistan, the difference is that the accounting profession, the council, has been created under a law by the parliament. And then the other difference is that in Pakistan, while majority of the council members are elected by the chartered accountants, but there are a significant number, 4 people out of 19 are actually nominated by the government of Pakistan. And traditionally, the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, and sometimes even finance secretary, FBR chairman, and Deputy Auditor General of Pakistan have also remained members of the council. That's a very clear difference in the case of Pakistan, that in Pakistan, it's not, the ICAP is not only a self-regulatory body, but it is a kind of public interest body with a lot of involvement, nomination from the government of Pakistan. Prior to 1984 or 85, interestingly, the finance secretary, federal finance secretary, used to be the president of the ICAP. It was only after, I think, the amendment was made in mid-80s that we started electing our own president. So that is also important. So the next thing is, of course, SECP is the apex regulator of the corporate sector, and in most countries, such bodies also oversee the accounting profession and the bodies which govern the accountants. But in our case, the chairman of SECP was a member or has remained a member of the ICAP Council, which is chaired by the elected president, who is a chartered accountant. Interestingly, it worked well when I was on the council, because we had some good people like Mr. Khalid Mirza, Mr. Razir Rahman, and Mr. Tariq Hassan, who used to participate in virtually all council meetings. And of course, they acted, as council members and also fulfilled their responsibilities as, chairman, as overall regulators in certain aspects. But after that, what I've observed is that mostly chairman SECPs and other office bearers have not been attending regular meetings of the ICAP. This system sometimes has worked, sometimes has not worked. Now, globally, as I said, there is no, at least I'm not aware of any country where the chairman of the SECP becomes a member of the council, SRO, or the organization which they regulate. I think it's okay that if this practice of chairman SECP continuing as a member of the ICAP council or a board, provided he attends all the meetings and performs dual role, I think had worked well during my time, and it would be a good thing for the profession. Making the chairman of the, Governor State Bank also as a member, and then the chairman of the FBR as a member. Chairman FBR, again, has remained a member of the council, but my understanding is that the person never attended any meetings of the council because they have no time. Governor State Bank, State Bank is supposed to be independent of the government also, and they have important role to oversee banking sector. And of course, we have the monetary policy and so many emerging issues, crises in Pakistan that the central bank has to manage. So I personally think it's not a good idea for Governor State Bank also to be a member of the council. And for Finance Minister, who is supposed to oversee and manage the public financial management of the country, oversee the SECP, and other regulators, in a way, overall policymaker on the financial and economic matters. I think to become a member of the council of the ICAP, to me, it's a very unusual thing, and it doesn't it creates conflicts of interest, and it creates, I think, more problems than it resolves. The right thing for the finance minister would be, if he wants to involve himself in these matters, that he actually become chairman of the policy board of the SECP and policy board of the FBR, because those are the two critical functions, because as SECP policy board chairman, he can oversee the regulator, although then a question may be raised about the independence of the regulator, but and the policy making is with the government. So those would be more appropriate things to do rather than finance minister becoming a member of the council of the ICAP.